Little stake. It's kind of a joke at this point. Most of these plants are so humongous. Humongous. It's good for controlling individual small branches sometimes, but not the big boys. Okay, this goes to the back plant. Okay. Gonna get just a little bit more out of here. And I'm gonna let it go for the day. Taking off some of the dead disease dying. Lower leaves here. Some of these are leaves that were on the ground and just don't look good. So they're not on the ground anymore, they're up. Up. Okay. Lots of branches going in different directions. I knew something smelled wonderful. I was sitting here bumping into the Thai basil, which smells just adorable. I love it, I love it. Okay. I want to definitely dry a bunch of this year because Thai basil is really expensive in this grocery store. Jeez Louise even. Okay, I'm cutting out some of this very clumpy stuff back here. It has plant leaves that are on the ground, some that are quite dead and have rotted already, some that are going to die. So I'll just get those out of here now before they can cause any trouble. Okay, that's actually the worst of it now. It's really looking a lot better. A lot better. There's still a few yellowish leaves in here, but a lot of this will come back. There's a couple back there that I can't quite reach. Maybe I can now. Let's see. Yeah, I did. It hit the floor because I can't get to it that way, but it'll be on the floor at least. So this here is actually now looking pretty stable. This plant's been flipped over quite a lot, so it's going to have to recover from that. This has been thinned out a bunch. It needs to be tied up a lot more, but I'm going to leave that for another day. Got a lot of the worst of stuff out of here already. I'm going to basically wait for the husk cherries to recuperate a bit. I've been monitoring the egg masses and smashing them. I don't want to spray in here unless I absolutely have to because we have a whole stack of ladybugs. And I would much rather let the ladybugs go forth and do their thing and eat voraciously than have to spray anything and risk damaging stuff. So I'm taking a few more leaves off the husk cherries, but not much. I want to wait until there's some healthy branches here, real healthy ones. And I went through these yesterday and smashed a whole bunch of egg masses. Caught a couple of cucumber beetles a flagrante, smashed them too. And there's a cucumber beetle by itself. so it can all get smashed. So anytime I see any cucumber beetles, I'm smashing them. Anytime I get egg masses, I'm smashing them. Like this leaf had 2 egg masses on it. But it's really shaggy, so I'm not only going to remove the egg masses, but I'm also going to remove the leaf. So now it's a matter of waiting for these guys to come back a bit. And I have to get back there, which requires going around the back. And I need to move some of the stuff here because I need to train the tomatoes that way farther. And I'll be able to push these 2 tomato plants farther that way, which will give me way more room in the middle. These are the least healthy tomato plants here. They are Amanda Orange, which is more susceptible to everything, but they produce a marvelous orange heritage type plant. Tomato rather. So they are worth it. They need more help than the other guys do because everybody else in here is moderately disease resistant on purpose. Because you know, the point of this whole project is to actually get tomatoes to eat. So having things that don't produce is a little on the silly side when it's important to you. Now, if it's not important to you, if you don't really care, I really don't like cucumber beetle larvae. It's not my idea of a good time. But I have a few here, so they need to go away. They're squishy and gross the same way as a worm can be squishy and gross, except these are like, I don't know, these looks like a bad sci-fi flick personally. And I'm trying to spend some time every time I come through here looking for things like that, because they are amazingly destructive. They literally strip, here, let me show you this. They literally strip the leaves down to the point where there's nothing left. If I can smash a few of those, they would die really, really quickly. That's a ladybug. They would die really, really quickly if I were to spray them with neem oil, but I don't want to risk my ladybugs. So, whew, just had a husk cherry fall off. Let's see if it's ripe. My only complaint about husk cherries is they have to be ripe. He's not ripe. His plant was just stressed, and he got dropped because his plant was stressed. If I were going to fuss about husk cherries, I would say that the fact that they don't ripen once they've come off is a very sad thing. So you have to let them be and be patient. And then when you open them, that guy should be ripe enough. He's borderline. He's actually okay. But when you get one that's not ripe, they're no fun. No fun at all. Okay, enough rambling. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because obviously I am going to be doing a ton more. This is our successful experiment. We have tomatoes galore. We've already eaten some tomatoes off of this guy here, Red Robin. And I picked a couple more today. You see me get distracted by bugs. That turned out to be a ladybug, which is just fine. I need to start more seeds. I was hoping to do that today. But I think I have run out of day. I have. Ooh. According to my watch, I can still do it. I can close my stand and exercise rings before the day is over. I just need to take a brisk 15-minute walk. Statistically, I will take the brisk 15-minute walk while doing other things. Not as a designated 15-minute walk. So anyway, until next time, bye. And be sure to keep brainstorming because we are definitely brainstorming. Remember those giant cucumbers I pulled off of there? Henry checked them today. It turns out they're all edible. The very largest one is better peeled. But I took one of the larger ones today and I peeled it and I made Henry a big batch of cucumber dill salad with a bunch of fresh dill from our garden, because it is one of the things that really successfully did its own thing this year. And very happy with that. That dill smelled, I don't like the taste of dill, but I love the smell of it. So it smelled so good when I was out there harvesting. It was very fun. So, bye.